Well, it's back on like Donkey Kong. Bitcoin has broken through the grand resistance over the past 2 months, and things are looking superbly bullish for the rest of the year. So can I get a hoorah for the last hoorah this cycle? I can't hear you. That's better. Now we can do our drill because it's time for Chico Crypto. Yeah, BTC was above the grand resistance of 50K as of yesterday, which means Bitcoin is 50% of the way to the fabled 100K per Bitcoin. This is the grand resistance because we have tested it more than a few times since the end of July and actually broke it in early September, which only lasted for a smidgen of time. Another reason why above 50K is grand? Well, going back all the way to the middle of February, we can see from February 17th all the way to May 12th, BTC bounced around the 50K to 60K range, where 50K provided support on more than a few instances. So now that we are back above 50K, the question is, will it hodl, and are we going to push up towards 60K? Or is it going to be short-lived, and will it break down once again like what happened in early September?
Is it safe? Yes, it's safe. It's very safe. It's so safe you wouldn't believe it.
Well, we're gonna look at both sides of the coin here. Many uninformed traders swooned by the YouTubers with Bybit links will be led to leverage trade and long due to their outlandishly bullish videos. I'm telling you, if a tuber has a Bybit leverage trading link in their description and they shill it, they are no good and only want one thing from their subscribers: the money Bybit will give them in referrals for their subs getting wrecked leverage trading. Thus, that is why I think there could be one more large dip before the official break of this 55K up to 60K level. Although I do think we will be above 60K soon. Why? Well, like I said, 50K is only way to 100K. And if we're going to get there by the end of the year, the price better start moving.
Get ready for the march. All right, here it comes. March it out. Go in. Go in.
But also, there is a guy you may have heard of, Plan B, who has a tweet prediction of monthly price closes throughout the end of the year. He was spot on with August, nearly perfect with September, and remember, he predicts 63K for an October close. Now, you may be saying to yourself, as of today, we only have 24 more days left in October, and if we don't officially break and stay above 50K by the end of the week, that shrinks to just 21 days. How is Bitcoin going to gain 13K in just 3 weeks? Well, if you don't think it's possible, you may not know Bitcoin. Just last week, BTC saw one of the biggest green candles of the year. October 1st, BTC jumped from under 45,000 to above 47K in minutes. And just hours before that, the price was below 43K. 43,000 to 47K in under a day. All we need is a couple more of those types of days this month, and 63K seems very likely. But there could be an even bigger candle. In February of this year, when Bitcoin was once again pushing up towards that 50K level, there was the biggest green candle in Bitcoin history. The price jumped from under 37,000 to over 46,000, happening in the blink of an eye. Shoot, we would only need one of those to get near 63K. Besides that green candle hopium, I don't think many of you realize the power of the hive mind and meme magic. I'm a big believer in both, and channeling our combined distributed powers and thoughts to believe the price will get there can make it happen. So, like I do in my live streams, let's just do a little bit of that meme magic with the help of Sir Novogratz, and please sing and dance along or it won't work.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottom. Automera, nuovo gratis bullish. Automera, tornerà a esistere.
Barrett's target is 1,300.
Nuovo gratis bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
So Bitcoin, please go to the moon, aka 63K by October, into the 80Ks by November, and around 100K by December, maybe even higher. Remember, Plan B predicts 135K by then. Now it's time to switch those gears into altcoins, because if Bitcoin fulfills its meme destiny, there will be at least one more alt season where alts go wild, and we want to be a part of the wildest ones, although no copycat dog coins. Please, no dog coins besides top doggy coin Doge. So let us begin with Ethereum, king altcoin. Last week, 7 days ago, Vitalik Buterin posted a Medium article about a certain EIP, which in my opinion could be even bigger than EIP 1559. The post was titled ERC 4337, Account Abstraction Without Ethereum Protocol Changes, and it's all about account abstraction. So what is account abstraction in Ethereum terms? Well, on the Ethereum network, there are currently two types of accounts. Number one, external accounts, which are wallets from which cryptocurrency is transacted in, aka send and receive functions that exist outside of the EVM or the Ethereum virtual machine. And number two is contract accounts, which are smart contracts that exist in the EVM. With this design, every transaction on Ethereum needs to start from an externally owned account controlled by a private key, which, as we know, isn't the most user-friendly design, specifically for the noobs. Controlling, saving, and keeping a private key safe is a task that many newbies aren't the best at, which results in some major losses from them. And it's not only limited to noobs, some vets even fall short and lose millions due to this.
Dad owns 100 Bitcoins, and he's got them in a wallet on the internet. If we get the password, there's millions of dollars in there. Elon Musk started a new type of money.
Who is Elon Musk?
He was an astronaut, Tommy.
Now, with EIP 4337 and Ethereum account abstraction, the goal is to reduce from two account types down to just one, just a contract account, getting rid of external accounts. The single account type will have the functionality to transact both coins and contracts. Developer and users will no longer need to make a distinction between account types, since transacting will be moved fully into the EVM and off of the blockchain protocol. This is big, as it will allow wallet features like never before, even the ability to recover your private key, saving those noobs and even some vets from losses.
It's gonna be okay, Tommy. It's gonna be okay.
So the question is, how will this work? Well, wait for it. From the blog under How Does This Proposal Work, Vitalik says, either miners or bundlers using services such as Flashbots can package up a set of user operation objects into a single bundle transaction, which then gets included into an Ethereum block. Flashbots, the technology behind Alchemist coin and MistX, which is already doing something like this with exchange transactions, bundling them and abstracting them away from prying miner eyes to stop sandwich attacks. That is big. Although I have one more piece for Alchemist I need to bring up, and then I'll shut up about them for the week, maybe. Alchemist coin tweeted 2 days ago this emoji, a smiling face next to the MistX logo with the words comfy AF. What could that mean? Why so comfy? Well, I predict this means MistX is optimistic, aka some sort of partnership with the optimistic Ethereum layer 2, where you're soon going to be able to use MistX technology on Uniswap v3 on Optimism. How's that a prediction from a very, very vague tweet? And now, finally, let's bring the house down. One more big prediction. Just last week, Morpheus Network announced they were partnering with CertiK for security audits. Audits for what? The platform and smart contract are live for Morpheus. Well, yeah, on the base layer of Ethereum, but in April, Morpheus announced Morpheus Network Black, the next scalable step, and it scales with, down in the token section, masternodes. So with the scaling coming from masternodes, there will likely be the deployment of a big enterprise who is already part of their revenue. So that's big for masternode holders. Who is it? Well, if you've watched my content, you should already know, but I'll tell you if you forgot or don't know. So I was on the Baseline show just last month with the members of the Baseline protocol and asked Noam Epple, the co-founder of Morpheus, about this enterprise. Let's just listen in.
And actually, before we go, I got a question regarding you, actually, Morpheus Network. So as we know, Base Ledger, Baseline is working with, Coke One, the North American bottlers. I've done research and I've seen that you guys have involvement with, down south of the border. So Coca-Cola, is there any possible, connections between the two, cross, collaboration, Base Ledger integrating with those guys?
That would be called investigative journalism, Noam, and you're probably going to dodge it, but give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I'm not going to say you have to wait until ETH Atlanta, but I'll probably I'll probably be down there. It's a common question, especially with Morpheus Network and Coke. Briefly, NDAs are funny things, but what I can say confidently is that one of the top 3 beverage companies in the world is part of our revenue. But that's all.
That's about all you can say.
Yeah.
Well, just after this talk with the Baseline that went down on September 1st, on September 12th, both the founders of Morpheus, Noam and Danny, sat down and had dinner with Ben Smith. Who is Ben Smith? He is none other than the son of the president and COO of the Coca-Cola Company, Brian Smith. So, how do you like them apples? Or should I say Cokes? Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.